my stuff, we need a vacation. We need a break from these sports, Chicago and the Quad Cities. The Bears, the Storm, the Steamwheelers, Riverbandits, and the Cubs. It's like we fell out of love, but Michael and Ryan will lift you up. Welcome to the pod, we barely maintain it. Welcome to the pod, we barely maintain it.
Welcome to Barely Maintaining, the podcast. It's kind of about sports, kind of Bears, and mostly about yelling to the void while eating Casey's breakfast pizza at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. Of course, we got Bears, Bandits, Steamwheelers. We talk about the Storm. I'm Michael, who thinks Kalen DeBoer might be in trouble here. And I got Ryan, who is happy they probably started against Albany, and he sheds a tear every time a tight end gets drafted. Welcome to Barely Maintaining. We're going to overreact under research and keep it local because we need ESPN when we have two guys from QC talking smack in a basement studio next to a dehumidifier. Crack a bush light, lower your expectations, and prepare for some spicy takes. This is Barely Maintaining.
Welcome to the pod, we barely maintain it.
Yeah, man. As you might have known about me, if you listen to all my Crimson Tide guys, so I should probably be in a worse mood than I am, but no. I'm 45, so I've seen some down years.
Was it the
And,
90s that they were down, or was it?
Yeah, a good chunk of the 90s. But some of the younger guys I know that we know that are Alabama guys, it's just an alarming thing to lose games at all.
Yeah.
But the nice thing about Alabama is I was thinking about this. There's probably like 5 teams in the college football that just get this, that you can lose a game and still get a considerations, whereas some other teams, like maybe in Iowa or Illinois, like you have no chance. You know what I mean? Like they just don't favor. So we get some favorable consideration, I think. Like Georgia, Ohio State's probably that team as well. Maybe Michigan. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Just those like powerhouse kind of teams that they want to be in the playoffs. You know.
Yeah.
So not super concerning, but yeah, concerning. I mean, we'll get into college football here, but concerning for me is the lack of discipline comparatively to the Saban years.
Yeah.
How do you correct that? You know, if Board didn't bring it in with him. But before we get into that, I'm sure you want to talk about, or we can. There's got to be some news. I mean, we got one big piece of news that I don't even really want to talk about because that's just like Alabama losing. But
Yeah. So lots of news, obviously, coming out of the NFL this week. Lots of cuts, lots of trades that we didn't really see coming. The Panthers agreed to terms with wide receiver Hunter Renfrow. This comes after a trade with the Vikings to get rid of Thielen. So it's an interesting swap of, I mean, good route running wide receivers. You basically just gave him.
He almost is kind of like Vikings a favor there, right?
Yeah. It's super interesting. Patriots released veteran safety Jabril Peppers after 3 seasons with the team. I remember when he came out of Michigan and he was like the next coming of like the best safety. Like, kind of shocked that he's kind of bounced around so much.
Yeah. Wasn't he on that team the whole time?
He was on the Patriots for a few years, and then he was with a couple other. Wasn't he on the Packers for a minute? He was on somewhere for a minute before that.
It's a good return, man.
Yeah.
Is he not good at coverage?
I don't know. Like, I always felt like he did it. I wonder if he's just not like. He's just kind of like that guy that requires a lot of money that like isn't necessarily he's more of the window shopping kind of guy instead of like the full like will do everything that you need him to do.
Right. Yeah, I can totally see that.
Yeah. Next thing is I'm just gonna keep passing that one. Uh, just that one doesn't exist. Dolphins outside linebackers coach Ryan Crow arrested on domestic battery charge. You know those linebackers, man. um,
No,
uh,
I don't. Who tell?
Colt Shane Steichen on using quarterback Anthony Richardson's short yardage red zone packages. We'll see. I mean, they're just trying to find something for him to do at this point, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes.
just to try and feel like it's not completely
You're
gone.
head of the redundancy department, sir. You're going to do the same thing a bunch of other guys do.
Jets GM Moggy, I believe is how you say his name, believes Justin Fields can be next comeback quarterback like Baker Mayfield and Sam Darnold. I'm with the first one, Baker Mayfield, but Sam Darnold, we don't know if he's a comeback yet. Like, one good year with a really good quarterback coach. We'll see what happens.
And I will say personally, it looks like it's real similar to what you've seen already.
Yeah.
A little bit of flashes, and then a lot of holding on the ball too long, running for your life kind of situations.
Yeah, I would say so. Steelers placed quarterback Will Howard on injury reserve with a hand injury. The rivalry uniforms were revealed. Unique jerseys for Bills, Cardinals, Dolphins, 49ers, Jets, Pats, Rams, and Seahawks. Do we know why they were those specific teams?
I did not see that. I thought the Bears were one.
No, I haven't seen the Bears as one. I just was very curious why the uniforms will celebrate storied local traditions and unite fan communities with designs unique to select cities and teams. I just was curious why those specific ones, This was random to me. Um
Yeah,
Jermaine
I'm curious.
Johnson
Curious
wants
what
to
the is there.
be trump card for Jets defense in return from Achilles injury. After he missed most of the 2024 year with an Achilles tear, the 4-year pro believes he'll be a difference maker and revamp gangrene defense. Let's see. Bengals re-signed Trey Hendrickson. Well, not even, honestly. They just gave him a raise, right? Like, that was the most random. They just like gave him some extra bucks for the year, and we're like, okay, we'll revisit this at the end of the season, type of thing.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't the whole why even like what was all the grandstanding if you just paid him anyway? Like what, dude?
Yeah,
Just why didn't you do this and not look like an idiot?
they gave
Like
him
as
like an
far as a
extra
franchise,
30 million too, or something like that. Like,
good, not looked good as far as the franchise and throughout this, and then
yeah,
throughout the like signing of a bunch of guys, really, right?
yeah, because they did that with um the the rookie. They were like trying to strong arm him. It's like, what are we doing? It
Yeah,
makes no sense. Also,
right.
there's no way
Yeah, they were like, we're
Michigan
gonna
is struggling to
your
New
contract.
Mexico.
Never done this before, but here's how. We
Yeah,
want you to jump through more hoops than everybody else.
right.
And then had to do it anyway. I mean, it's like because it's like all written in the contract for rookies and collective bargain agreement anyway. So
Yeah. GM Chris Ballard, Colts won't trade Anthony Richardson despite interest from other teams. Why is I gotta like? I mean, this sounds really mean. Why is there interest? Like,
I agree.
like I don't see anything like great from him by any means.
No.
Unless they like Tebow him and he starts being like a different, like a tight end or something.
No.
Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice suspended for first 6 games of 2025 season. Oh, speaking of Chiefs, over under how many times it will get brought up that they are engaged. It already was brought up like 3 times in the college game.
There's not even how do you even guess a number at that?
Yeah, dude, they bring it up so much. They were like spotting her ring and making weird comments about that even.
Now we have Ashley.
Yeah.
Timu Swift.
Yeah, freaking.
I don't.
Buffed Taylor Swift over here.
Swift. I mean, come on, man. I just can't keep up with all of it. So if she's at a game that's going to get mentioned,
yeah, it's so crazy.
5,000 times. Who keeps track of that?
Yeah. Ravens Kyle Hamilton signs 4-year extension worth over $100 million to become highest paid safety. Yeah, he's one of the best in the league right now, right? Like, he definitely deserves it. Jaguars trade for Lions wide receiver Tim Patrick in exchange for 2026 draft pick. Amari Cooper still has juice left after he reunites with the Raiders. That's just trying to get a veteran receiver there, right? Like they're just trying to help out Gino at that point.
Yeah. Sure.
Let's see.
Hey, he's a bad guy, so
yeah.
if that means anything.
Yeah.
Except for he looked okay.
Yeah. Texans safety Jimmy Ward placed on commissioner's exempt list following 2 arrests. Stop getting arrested. That'd be great. Chargers activating running back Najee Harris with his eye from non-football injury list or lack thereof eye, maybe. Still not really.
The firework that blew up in your eye not being a big deal. It sure is a big deal there, bud.
Yeah. Sure seems to be.
It's still going on. It was the 4th of July.
Yeah.
We're into September now, bud. And you're just like, no, it's good. And this guy's going to come out and have an eye patch on.
Saints announced that they don't have a starting quarterback as they named Spencer Rattler the starting quarterback.
That's got to feel good.
Yeah, that's
hey, bud, we're going to give you a little compliment sandwich, okay? We're going to say something bad that you did, and then we're going to make you starter, and then we're going to say something bad that you did again.
And then Tommy DeVito got waived, which means the Giants have Russ, Winston, and Jackson Dart as on their roster, which is
not Tommy, dude.
Yeah.
Tommy Cutler. No.
Winston needs to be the backup for Dart. They work so well together. They have such a good chemistry. And Russ.
Yeah, why is how fit into that mix?
Yeah, he's like, guys, I'm working out. Don't worry about me.
Seattle could use a quarterback.
And then I wanted to get into oh no, I'm blanking. Oh, Shiloh Sanders was released from the team after getting ejected from a game after throwing punches, and then also fined.
Fired also.
Yeah, yeah, $4,600 or something like that, and yeah, that sucks for him because it's not like he made a bunch of money on the roster there. Also, what a random number. $4,669 for unnecessary roughness.
So teach him. Yeah. All the money you made on this game.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yikes.
And then
does he end up think or not good enough? What do you think? The practice squad somewhere? Now, you can't really pick. You can't pick up and put him on practice squad, can you?
I think you can, but like I don't think you'd want to with that happening. Like now,
No,
now we
I
got
mean,
this,
but if you look more into it, the other dude was face masking him before, yada
yeah.
yada yada.
But as a
But yeah,
undrafted free agent,
how
or
good
like you
really I
can't.
haven't paid enough attention to know how good he is, but I will say that you know, we got some issues in the secondary there,
Yeah,
injury wise.
yeah.
Not that he's the answer, but I'm just saying in general, nice to have
Uh,
some depth there.
and then I guess you want to talk about the other stuff.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's tell them about Happy Camp first, and then we'll come back and talk about it. What do you want to get into when we come back here?
Micah Parsons.
What's that?
Micah Parsons.
Oh, that no, yeah, Micah Parsons. I'm like getting beat up here, dude. Alabama, Micah Parsons. Can I get a win, dude?
No, that's not possible here.
Not this week. Oh yeah, my 10-game parlays for a buck didn't pay off. Didn't win the 1,000. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right, Bears fans, before we dive back into the game talk, we've got to shout out today's sponsor, the Happy Can.
Yeah, if you're looking for a refreshing way to unwind after a long day without the alcohol, but with all the chill vibes, the Happy Can is definitely where it's at.
Happy Can is a lab-tested, vegan-friendly, alcohol-free beverage that's infused with THC and CBD. Whether you're kicking back at home or catching up with friends, it's the perfect way to relax without the hangover.
Exactly. It's crafted for those of us who are over 21 and want to enjoy the benefits of THC and CBD without any of the alcohol. Plus, it's delicious, responsibly sourced, and did we mention it's vegan friendly?
Yep, no sketchy ingredients, just pure chill in a can. So if you're looking for something new to sip on, grab yourself a Happy Can and keep those good vibes going.
Make sure to check them out on buythehappycan.com and use code BarelyHappy for a special discount for just our listeners. Cheers to a happy, healthier way to unwind.
Happy Can, because life's better when you're chill.
Life is better when you're chill. It's true. That's
Yeah.
what I've heard. I wouldn't know. My life's not chill at all. I'm just kidding.
Let's spend like half a second on this. Micah Parsons got traded to the Packers for 2 first rounds and a defense. And Kenny Clark, who's a Pro Bowl defensive tackle, right?
Yeah, interior lineman.
Yeah. So definitely helps shore up the Packers, but also that's a lot of money you're paying to Love and him.
Yeah. Just start before we get too into it by saying like I honestly am not like a huge like Micah Parsons the guy.
No.
12 sacks last year. I mean, I get it, it's Dallas, but
Yeah.
that's a lot of money to pay for 12 sacks.
Yeah, definitely.
And if he is getting 15, like you're not winning games, is it still worth it? 47 million a year. I'm just saying that because I'm like not a huge Micah Parsons guy, so I don't know. Didn't really bother me as much as it was like to a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
He's the third ranked at his position, which is high, but I think there's other stuff that comes with it. And you overpaid by $5 million a year.
Yeah.
You could have got him for 42.
Yeah.
So in my mind, that means that's what they had to do to get him to come to Green Bay. Because he's like, there's no nightlife, there's nothing, you know what I mean? That kind of stuff.
There's literally nothing going on.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's literally, think about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I realized something this week because they were talking about like Texas, no income tax versus Wisconsin. What's NFL players, and this is everybody on the whole team, has to pay taxes in whatever city the game's in.
Yeah.
So it's all equal for everybody, depending on, where you're playing and stuff.
Yeah. Also, put that into terms for like baseball players. Wouldn't that suck?
I mean, think about having to do the taxes.
Yeah. You're literally a different
Every
city
city,
like every day.
I mean, at least like, 80 of your games are in one city.
Yeah.
Still. Yeah, so that's kind of a weird caveat that I learned because of the Micah Parsons thing. It's just they're trying to explain why, they would go to 47 when really the highest paid dude is 41, and you probably could have had 42.
Yeah.
Really, my take was that they kind of had to. They had no choice in the matter.
It seemed like they had to be part of the deal was for him was to accept like a contract, and then they'll trade for him, kind of a thing.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm assuming he told them, or his agent was like, "Hey, it's gonna take this for you to go for him to stay up there."
Yeah.
Like, I had some guys heated because on one of the Barstool guys posted about it, and I posted. I just wanted to, have it in the record book. I was like, I'm saying he requests a trade before Dallas uses that second first round pick. So we'll see. If that just made so many people mad.
Dude, everybody wants to talk about like the second coming of like Jordan Love and stuff, but like he's injured all the time.
Just watched an awesome highlight reel of him just tripping over his own feet and falling down. It was like all over the place, a bunch of different plays. One of the plays that was during the game, he tripped over his own feet, fell into his center, rolled over center, knocked over a lineman, so they got a whole start. I'm like, this is happening? But and they still win those games,
Yeah.
unfortunately for us.
And also like we were a tip field goal from being 2-0 against them last year. But everybody wants to say that like they dominated us last year.
No, we won in Lambos, so
Yeah.
everyone wants to forget about it real quick. And they don't have an interior line. Who else do they have besides Mike on that line?
Not Frank or Clark anymore. That was their line.
They're the youngest team in the NFL.
They have Ben Ness from Iowa. That's pretty cool.
I think they have some issues. And they're going to a third of their cap goes to two guys?
Yeah.
$100 million of the 280 currently. So what do we go up to 300?
Yeah. So it's still P.
You're third of that to two guys.
Yeah.
So 50 other guys have to split up 200 million, kind of a deal. I don't know, man. I just that's not worth it to me.
No, that seems pretty crazy.
They obviously think they can win now.
Yeah.
They also have to be in a win now because they're paying their quarterback $55 million a year.
Yeah.
It's like you have to you're I'm paying my quarterback right now to win money, I don't know. It's going to be interesting
a lot
this
of people
season.
thought they could.
What happens if the losses pile up?
What's that?
What happens if the losses pile up?
Right.
You're going to see Micah laying on a freaking stretcher on the side of the field like he was in Dallas. That's the kind of stuff that bugs me, It's like, that's just, he knows what he's doing. That's a terrible look,
Yeah.
Himself, to me.
Yeah, definitely not good.
It's like, I'd be standing there with my shirt off, just looking jacked the whole time, being like, this is what he won't pay for.
Yeah. Looking like Sean
just over there lifting weights.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you want to get into college football?
Not particularly. Can we talk about something else?
We can talk about Iowa.
Is there any baseball? Baseball?
Talk about
How did Iowa look?
I
mean, it looked pretty decent. Right?
The run game looked great. They were running RPOs, which is fun. Gronowski is great at running an RPO. He will literally truck people into the ground, which is fun for a quarterback.
How's the passing?
His passing, it had me worried, but also they kept talking about he didn't get a spring game. He had the surgery in the off season, so he didn't get to throw. But there was a lot of throws where it was like, you missed wide open people. Like, what are we doing here? And I wrote down even that this sucks. I am scared if this is how we're gonna play. I'm scared for Iowa State next week because Rocco Beck looks like he's freaking just got a cannon for an arm all of a sudden and just launching the ball down the field. So I mean,
we get a little nervous for kind of all the matchups, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you just never know, especially in college football when certain matchup, certain team. But I think that Iowa State team is a pretty good team.
Yeah.
But I didn't see any of the highlights or anything, so I didn't. I just saw that it was somewhat of a drubbing you guys did there.
Yeah, Iowa's run game. They reloaded pretty good with the running backs. I think it's Xavier Williams and Washington. Terrence Washington, I believe is his name. Both really good running backs. And then Kamari Moulton's still pretty good. He went out of the game early, though, which kind of shocked. They didn't ever say why. So I don't know if he cramped up or something, and he just kind of take it easy kind of a night.
Yeah.
But the line looks great, as always. They were pushing people open, and it seemed like every yard or every run, the least it would go was for like 8 yards. So just good classic football from Iowa. But I was more excited to see some throwing. They were more aggressive. There was a lot of fourth downs that just went for it for no reason. So that was fun to see. So didn't get a penalty until like the third quarter. That was kind of cool. But that's just classic Iowa football. Is just don't make mistakes. Let the other team beat themselves. Kind of stay in it. So, but yeah, the schedule looks a lot harder if we turn off passing yet again.
Yeah. I don't really want to talk about Alabama because it just did not look good in really any
I want to talk
phase
about
of the game.
USF.
Except for the first drive, and I don't know why we just didn't replicate that. We ran the ball all over them, ran 12 times, I think, on the first drive for 50 or 60 yards, and got a touchdown, and then didn't do much after that for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I got
So
to
everything was a
watch.
fight.
I think I got to tune in at like the second half when the second half started, and it was all Florida State in that point.
Yeah, because at that point they started throwing it, and there was a bunch of 3 and outs and stuff, and the ball.
Castellanos is kind of a fun quarterback to watch, though. Like I know it's rough for you at the moment, but like he's kind of fun to watch.
Yeah,
Kind
he's
of
definitely like a Kyler Murray-esque.
Yeah,
I would say, but and them not being ranked, I think, is kind of they're underrated.
I kept saying it
I-
over and over again
People
that
get credit.
they've kind of shocked the college football world again. Where like last year, they shocked them for the worst. Where like they were so highly rated, and then they just freaking dropped the ball from the start and only won 2 games. And now this year, nobody put thought into them because of what they did last year, and then they freaking come out and just do that. So it's like, what the heck are we doing? Like,
Yeah, and I think there's some Alabama issues being exposed here with discipline being a major problem under Jalen DeBoer. You just have some bad stuff. Guys acting out and some personal fouls that shouldn't happen.
You just get those good of players all in one room, and if you don't have a guy like Nick Saban, it's hard to like bring all of them together in a winning fashion instead of all fighting each other and blaming each other, and then like just thinking like they're the center of attention, kind of a thing.
Yeah, but I think it's much easier to be a coach and come into that culture that already exists and try to create that culture.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's happened, man? You've already lost that in 2 years,
Right.
and Saban's still in the building. It's like that doesn't, maybe it is. Maybe it's just his demeanor. I would like to see him screaming a little bit sometimes.
Yeah, he looks way relaxed.
I don't know. Ty Simpson isn't exactly playing his heart out. So I'm interested if you'll see Keelan Russell, true freshman. He was like one of the number 1 recruits, quarterback. Yeah, because I mean, honestly, I thought he would get benched today. It looked bad. He was like missing everybody. My guy Brian Williams dropping a bunch of passes.
Did he get hurt? It looked like he was hurt on that one hit.
Yeah, I think he did get hurt, but that was towards the end of the game.
Yeah, he was trying to lay it all on the line and just try and get something going.
Another thing too, like he got hit in the head, and then they called it on the field targeting, and then they called it back.
Yeah,
after looking at it, he did get hit in the head.
Yeah, targeting confuses me every time. I don't really know what targeting is still, and I'm like, one way or the other, like, is it just like if a hit happens and it's not anything like the player can control, because a receiver at the last second ducked his head, and I'm not saying this is what Ryan Williams did, but like a receiver ducks his head at the last second and like stuff like that. That
Yeah.
can't be called targeting. Like, but then they'll call those targeting.
He definitely didn't. And
So,
but that dude actually, he was like already engaged, and this dude came flying in,
yeah,
And incidentally, they heads, so it wasn't really his fault. But like guys already I get it, man. You have to go after him.
Yeah.
You can't really give
it's
up on the
just
play.
it's just so
On a big tackle.
annoying
But
having
dude,
this
you got the
rule.
guy out, and then you called it back. You called it on the field, and then called it back. I don't know. It was just weird. That made me feel a weird way.
Yeah,
Like, just leave it that and play, and let him move on, because you calling us for everything.
yeah. Well, it sucks too because it's
Down
like,
in personal foul.
yeah,
How's that any different?
yeah. Well, I want to talk some other college football too because Ohio State looked like they reloaded pretty well. They took down
Yeah.
Texas pretty. They didn't even open up the playbook. Like, that playbook is not even open. They ran a lot of defensive plays.
I don't know what Sarkisian's doing with Arch Manning, but it didn't look very creative.
No, and he threw.
They're running more.
Yeah. He threw two picks. One was called back. But he threw 2 picks. Like, missed a couple throws. Like, I think he's going to be good. Don't get me wrong. I think everybody jumped into it way too quick though. Like, this kid's only started 2 games, right?
Don't discount that this Ohio State might just be another national champion.
Yeah.
I mean, so it's not like he's just facing,
right.
whatever their rival may be.
But everybody's already given him the Heisman, which is just wild. Like, I mean,
yeah, I don't get into all that though, because a lot of that is just hype train stuff anyway, and his hype train obviously generational, so it's a little easier for him.
Nebraska, I love to see, didn't look great. Dylan Raiola still freaks me out, man. He weirds me out so much. And also, like, I don't think he's good. Like, and that's not even just as an Iowa fan. I don't think he's good. I think he's got all this hype, and he's like, if you get pressure on him, he panics. He is not good at all under pressure. He fumbles the ball, he throws into weird spots. I don't think he's good.
I don't watch him enough, to be honest with you. Honestly, like, play college football, he seems real erratic.
Yeah.
As far as like amazing plays, and then some like, dude, just you're trying too hard.
Yeah.
So that experience is like playing against him in the game, but
and he just weirds
some of the
me out.
Does have some highlight plays, but the whole I'm just like Mahomes is weird.
Yeah, freaking
like it's too weird, and Mahomes even says it's weird, I believe.
Yeah, it just is. Freaks me out, man. And then USF, dude. I didn't think Boise was gonna be that good again, though. Genty was their offense. Like, I don't understand why nobody understood that. Genty was the offense for them. And
I think they lost several players too, as far as like moving on. So
everybody was expecting them to come back and kind of reload it. And again, it's like, dude, I have always been a fan of USF, of like that second, like, they're kind of like a team that I always like watching every now and then, and just like they're always fun. They always, like, especially in like the mid 2000s, they had like some good runs where they were really fun to watch. But they're always like fast players that are always elusive.
They always play really, really hard.
Yeah. And that quarterback will run you into the ground.
Yeah.
Did I send you the video of Gruden? I think was talking to somebody. He's like, "What would Coach Gruden tell you to do? Get out of bounds. What were you gonna do? Run his ass over?" It just friggin' puts him into the dirt. It's so good. And he's looking for it. He wants to kill you.
For sure. But you got to respect that.
Yeah.
He is one of those guys that gives, like, highly ranked teams a fit.
Yeah.
Similar to what Castellano did to Alabama today.
Yeah.
I think part of it is just like you can't see that dude.
No. Yeah, it's interesting. curious to see. Like, I feel like this is the best part about college football being back. Like, we're already seeing the turmoil. It's just it's so fun about college football. It's like shit is just gonna get put in a tornado every week, and it's just like whatever happens gets spit out, and like we'll see what's next.
You're not an Alabama guy, but what would you say as far as how long the leash is on DeBoer? Would you imagine?
I actually wanted to ask you that because like
We, I mean, honestly, we leash was we haven't been in this situation for 20 years.
yeah, in my opinion, it's like you got to give him like time to kind of implement what Alabama. I don't like Alabama's one of those schools that like a coach comes in thinking he might want to implement like what he does, but it's like don't fuck with that school. But the school is like Wisconsin right now is going through that issue where that coach came in, wanted to make him a spread offense type of thing, realized, oh shit, like we know what Wisconsin is. It's run the ball down your throat, a lot like Iowa, of just play dirty, hard mouth football and just like that's who they are. And they get players like that. They'll get Georgia running or New Jersey running backs. They'll get like those guys that are just really good and they'll spit those guys out over and over again. I think the problem is I don't even know if DeVore's really trying to implement too much of a new because he seems like he's kind of still calling the same type of plays. Doesn't seem like there's too much there. It just seems like a lot of the recruits that you get at Alabama just come to Alabama. It's like it's not too hard of a sell to get a player to Alabama in most years.
Yeah.
you get
Correct.
you get your good players. They've got money to give you. They've got this established program that everybody knows about from across. Like kids dream about going to play for Alabama or Georgia or Ohio State. There's those easy schools that like you more have to kick guys out and kind of plan what you want that to look like. And I think DeVore's just got to get better at meshing everybody together because like coming from he was Washington, right?
Yeah.
So
And that
coming from
Michael
like
Penix
Washington, yeah,
team,
you get
they didn't win the national,
yeah,
but they went to the national.
right. You got to get the players in, and like it's almost like an oh shit situation of like I get all the candy in the bag, and like who do I want instead of like you still got to keep your same process of like no, this guy's gonna mesh with my system the best, but also like you can have the top pick of the guys that are gonna mesh with your system the best. But you also got to figure out, like, you got to do a better job about like figuring out mindsets of these players as well. Like, because it seems like, and I told you guys this last year, it seems like that team doesn't have any discipline like it did, like 2 years ago when Saban was there. Half the things the players are doing, if Saban saw that, like, you're lucky to be playing next week. Like he's on your ass, and then but he also never had that problem because they just didn't do it because they knew that their ass was on the line.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you'd come over the sideline and you'd get your ass chewed. You'd win by 40 points and get your ass chewed for messing up.
We're still screwing up the little
I,
things.
Yeah, on that front, I mean, that's obvious. The amount of penalties, I mean, was unreal.
Yeah.
Today. So that was a huge issue. Part of it too. I mean, not making excuses because Florida State, I think, is a pretty good team. Their defense looked great, and their offense moved the ball, and we couldn't hardly stop them. But Jam Miller, collarbone broken. That's our starting running back, who's I think the other year could be a Heisman Trophy candidate as far as how much he runs. And that's the thing that DeBoer did the first drive is what Alabama's known for, and just run the ball.
Yeah.
Ran it 12 times. And you got a touchdown out of it, and then started relying too much on Ty Simpson. It's like start running the ball, just keep running down their throat. Even with Ty Simpson, I mean, just
especially early in that where you're still pretty close, and like you were running out of time, but it was still a close game.
And if you grind on them, man, you just can't have those 3 and outs.
Yeah,
that defense over and rest, and then they're just going to keep bringing the rush. It's like, yeah, you were running and getting a couple yards, but those start turning into things. Just keep running it.
Yeah.
Especially going for it on a lot of those 4th downs. So you got to get back to what Alabama does best and run. And you know what? If you got a freshman, try him out. See what he does in a game, because that's what happened when when you found Tua, and like these guys play different in Alabama games.
Yeah.
The real guys come out. Ryan Williams did not look good today, though. He did not look prepared as he usually is.
Yeah.
He's kind of my guy. Wide receiver goes.
He
I
looked
thought
like
he was
the
going to
only
have a
one
great
playing with
year.
heart, though. Like he was like trying, like seemed like he was getting trying to get out there for everything and putting his body on the
Yeah,
line.
but there's several drops, and that was like, him, like, looking upfield before he put the ball in, kind of stuff. So, but yeah, all that's discipline stuff,
Yeah.
which is some degree aggravating because we're used to such a high standard there. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, the good thing is all the alumni are still the alumni. Nick Saban's around, and they're going to demand excellence, I would assume. You know what I mean? And next week we have our cupcake game, the University of Louisiana Monroe.
Right.
So, but I'm concerned about Ty Simpson in that backfield without Jay Miller currently. You need to get that addressed as far as capabilities. They need to start figuring out getting if he's capable, if he can play next week, but put Ryan Williams in the backfield maybe, or some jet sweep, end around stuff.
Yeah.
With him, and just getting your playmakers the ball because, oh man, see what Russell Kid can do in the practice this week. Because Ty Simpson cannot throw an open man.
Yeah.
Which is alarming.
What did you think about? Did you get to watch any of the? I was gonna ask. I forgot what game I was gonna ask about. Anyway, so
Texas, Ohio State.
We
That's
talked
the
a
other
little
big
bit
game
about that.
today.
Yeah. Well, I know that Clemson's playing now, which is nice. Clemson's up actually. Shocking. Or LSU's up.
Yeah,
against
they have
Clemson.
a Klubnik, I think, is their quarterback.
Yeah.
They have a good quarterback as well there. It's going to be interesting to watch.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up.
What do you think game prep for this week is going to be like as far as the Bears come up? Do you want to get into that, or
Yeah. Get into it.
what other college games before we move on?
No, I'm good with
Even.
getting into the Bears. I'm ready for it. The Vikings on Monday.
Yeah.
I think that is everybody just sold on JJ McCarthy? Is he good? It seems like everybody's just kind of putting him back into like he's just gonna be a great quarterback, even though this is basically his rookie year.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know they got a good defense, but like it seems like they're and then Addison's out for 3 weeks, right? So he won't be there.
6 weeks, isn't it? Oh no, that's Brendan Rice's
Yeah.
suspension.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't. Honestly, this is what you're gonna see. They did a little Aaron Jones up the middle.
Yeah. But
and then he's gonna pass when he needs to.
which I'm hoping.
I would assume it's gonna be very similar what you see at Michigan.
Yeah, I think we see Grady Jarrett and Billings though kind of plug that hole, and we should be able to control that.
Yeah, no, I mean that's going to be, I think, essential part of it because the back end is a little bit suspect.
Yeah,
in my opinion, right?
Do we know the injury on Brisker?
No, I have not looked. Can see real quick if it says anything, but I know that it was during in practice, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
So 7 hours ago, Yardbarker says, "Why no news seems like good news with Jaquan Brisker."
Except for last year, we got no news the entire year, and like.
Wednesday, Jaquan Brisker left the practice field. This immediately caused imaginations to run wild on Bears social media. There's no way to find out at that point whether he had any type of serious injury, but there's been no news as of 7 hours ago, according to Yardbarker. The alarming one was Austin Booker going to IR because he was having a good preseason in camp. His attack looked strong. He had some cool moves. He was out of cutting, ashing, twisting to get in the backfield. So I'm hoping you weren't seeing much of us. That's what the situation was in Kansas City with our first team, because it did not look good as far as letting the run all over us and pass when they necessary. So
I mean, he's really active on social. Jaquan Brisker is, and like, I feel like he would have said something. Like I mean, he did the freaking emoji that goes like this when they said, or Micah said he's going to Green Bay, and like he's commenting on college football today. So I mean, I gotta imagine he's gotta be okay, right? Like, I feel like he wouldn't be all over social media if that was the case. At least I hope.
yeah, I agree. I think you'd be rehabbing.
What do you think about our offense? I mean, this is a great offensive. This is what will show if we're a good offense or not when we see this defense. I mean, this is a really good defense.
Yeah, I think this is a good team to kind of see who we really are.
Yeah.
As far as the Vikings go. The nice thing is, like you said, JJ is a rookie, and it is Monday night. Let's just hope he learned from old Kirk Cousins that can't play in prime time.
Oh,
Prime time, JJ. I will say I was surprised JJ McCarthy's much bigger than I thought he was in my mind. So I would say if you're the NFL, test that man.
he's
GH.
he does look like a little kid. Like, his face looks like the face of a little kid.
I thought he was. What the hell? He's huge. He's also the youngest guy in the NFL, I think, isn't he? Youngest quarterback?
Is he? 22.
I think he's only
probably,
22, yeah. I'm hoping it's Montez Sweat dripping sweat all over his face every play.
I also, going back to college football for a second, I wanted to talk to you about your Japanese kicker over in Hawaii. Did you see that guy?
No.
He freaking let me.
Oh yeah, I did see his backstory. He
taught himself on YouTube how to kick a football.
Yeah, very cool story.
Yeah, like, and then ended up in Ohio for a couple years for some random reason, and then to Hawaii.
I think in Japanese, Ohio means thank you. Like, okay, that sounds like a cool state, Ohio.
Yeah. Kanase Matsuzawa.
Bless you.
The 26-year-old kicker for the Hawaiian Rainbow Warriors, who hit a game-winning 38-yard field goal on the last play to beat Stanford 23-20.
What are we doing, Hawaii? Rainbow Warriors?
Yeah.
Okay. If you say so.
But I
Couldn't
just
just be
thought
the
that was good.
warrior?
I forgot to
What the hell
talk
is
to
a
you about that.
What is a rainbow warrior? A leprechaun?
I guess. Kind of.
Explain to me what a rainbow warrior is. Oh yeah, that's a weird one for me, bud. In a weird image when you say rainbow warrior. Okay.
Who do you think sticks out against the Vikings? Offense and defense.
What's that?
Who do you think sticks out against the Vikings this week? Offensive, defensive player.
Offense. OZ they call him.
Yep.
Zacchaeus. I just think he's gonna be the guy that's like the Swiss Army knife, kind of holds it all together. on offense. Defense, I'm just going to be Sweat. I just am going to go straight up. You're finally going to see him start
Yeah.
exploding people.
I
I
have a question for you. If hypothetical, if Odunze keeps going into the trajectory of being a number one receiver for us, which it seems like he kind of is going there, and OZ and then Luther Burden steps up, do you think DJ Moore is trade bait?
I don't know. I mean, not if you think you have something here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It depends on, I guess, what you're going for.
What if like
What are you trading?
What if you get like
A running?
left tackle?
No one's gonna give their left tackle though.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah.
Ended up with
Not
like
for a wide receiver, maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah. I hope not. I like DJ.
Yeah.
I think like part of it is having like why OZ would get open is because you have DJ in Rome.
Yeah. I just
You know what I mean?
I'm just at what point
And free safeties, they have to go to they have to shade those outsides or whatever.
Yeah. I would just say at what point is too many weapons a bad thing? You know what I mean? Like they're not getting on the field, so like.
Right. And to your point, like Poles has, used kind of as we love as ammunition for reloading.
Yeah.
I think honestly,
what if he trades
everyone's
Dunze and brings back Velus Jones Jr.?
brings what?
Velus Jones Jr. back.
I'm wait.
But he's my guy.
Forgot about him. Already forgot about him. Yeah, what is he doing?
I don't think he has a job.
Don't think so. How do you mess up that so bad? My question.
New Orleans Saints. That sucks for them.
Running back.
Yeah, remember they were trying that out with the Bears.
He can't catch?
But he also can't catch like pitches.
What? This man booted a booted a punt return after he muffed it, and it's like couldn't have made it any worse. First punt return I've ever seen in my life. Angry to see him in this picture smiling. Should be sad.
Should be so it would be so funny if he's like,
yeah,
like
dude. I mean, the amount of Bears wide receivers that didn't pan out. And White.
He's like fourth string running back.
Yeah, I'm kidding. He should be above Alvin Kamara. No, he's not gonna have a job at all. And he's 28. What? Jeez. Yeah. Okay, bud. I don't know how you got all the way to the NFL. What were you doing in college?
Yeah, that just he's a guy for sure. That is interesting.
So, yeah, just referencing back to college, who are you? How do you think it shakes out now? Who's number one? Obviously, Ohio State, right?
Yeah, I think Ohio State slides in that spot.
How far did Texas drop?
I don't think very far.
Because it's Ohio State, right? And obviously they're.
Yeah, like I don't think you can be punished too badly for playing. I mean, it was a tight game. It was 14-7. So I mean, you can't be punished too far. Also, if freaking LSU pulls out this game against Clemson, like they're gonna fall. And they're number 4.
LSU's good too.
Yeah. LSU looks like they could be a good team this year. They could make a run for the SEC.
Other news we got around the quad thing, interesting and cool.
I know that we had was it today or tomorrow? The Rock Island race is going on this weekend. That go-kart race.
Oh yeah,
They shut down Rock
yep.
Island. That's always really cool. I haven't gotten to go to that because I always forget when it is. But I want to go see it. It looks like it's a lot of fun.
We also have the world's largest motorcycle antique swap meet here in town.
Yeah.
Chief Black
Yeah.
motorcycle swap meet.
Did you go to it?
That's going on this week too, and flat track races.
Did you go to it this week? Or this weekend? Are you going?
No, I'm too busy. I'm currently in the middle of transitioning careers, so my last day at my old job today. Start my new job next week, as far as training goes. So
Fun.
looking forward to that.
Yeah. The Riverbandits are on a 6-4 of the last 10. So they've won 6. They are 2.5 games back from South Bend and Beloit. So it's kind of slid a little bit. They're on a 2-game win streak. It looks like the season's coming to a close here next week, I believe. Yeah. Or it goes through the 7th. So, and they play. They close from Tuesday through Sunday next week. They play the Colonels at home. So they're giving away everything this week. So they have a pennant giveaway on the 2nd. Copa, whatever the heck that is. They'll have fireworks on Friday. Vinny Pasquantino bobblehead giveaway on Saturday. And biggest giveaway of the year on the 7th. I don't know what it is, but it just says biggest giveaway of the year. Ownership to the Riverbandits. One lucky, they'll just pull a random seat. They always make sure it's an empty one, but it gets screwed up.
Everyone gets a vial of old Mr. Wrigley's ashes.
Oh.
We're going to spread it at the same time.
Yeah, see if I'm trying to pull up the.
Can I hear you?
You can't hear me?
There you go. Now you're
Okay.
back.
I was gonna try and see if the playoffs was on here at all, but I don't see it quite yet. Overall, we do still hold first place. But we are like third in the second half, so we're 70-55 on the season. So it's actually a pretty good record.
I would
Oh
say,
my
like,
gosh.
overall, in general, we have pretty successful sports in the Quad Cities, do we
Yeah.
not? I mean, they're all in the playoffs or knocking the door. I mean, the Storm was in the playoffs, were they not?
They yes. This year not so well. They usually are pretty good, but this year they didn't do very well.
Yeah. The Steamwheelers right there got knocked out after the first round, but got into the playoffs. Bandits. I mean, so I was just thinking that,
Yeah.
we have some pretty good sports. So I can't be totally bummed that Alabama might not be the national champion this year.
This West Michigan team for the Midwest League East, it's 86-38. They have a almost 70% win rate. That's
I am
insane.
Washington. What are they, Savannah Bananas?
West Michigan.
Like, well, you guys need to start doing musical acts, man. It helps us win.
The West Michigan.
Also have a guy on.
What the heck are these guys? Is it just West Michigan? Tidal Wave?
Just so the listeners know, too, we got a college football game coming up in person. It's
Yeah.
Delaware team. That's going to be really cool for experience for him. And it'll be firsthand reporting of what he's seeing.
UMass. They play UMass.
Okay.
And gold out. So I picked up this new sweatshirt. Although I've been looking for it. I freaking lost. I was really bad. We had TikTok had a memories that popped up. I have a sweatshirt that I used to wear all the time. That was just like a black, thin, like pullover sweatshirt, and it got lost. I think it got lost in the move or something. So I've been trying to find a new freaking thin sweatshirt. So I found one finally.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been pissing me off.
Back. So that'll be a cool scene. There at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. Week after next, I believe. Right? You got
Yeah.
a hard
Yep.
battle.
Big Noon will be at Ames for the Iowa State-Iowa game. Iowa State hasn't beat Iowa in Ames since 2011. So take
good.
that as you will. This.
I will say too, just to reference back, probably almost 2 years ago, maybe over a year ago. You said that Big Noon was getting all the big games, and it seems like they do really have all the big games
Yeah.
now.
The
He's great.
Barstool stuff is funny that was all mishap this week.
Yeah.
Like just a friggin' band from it. They'll be at the in Ames, I believe, next week. The Barstool show will be because Barstool's getting like a Fox Sports 1 like daily show, even.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that. I'm kind of a Barstool guy myself, so
it's
as far
fun.
as a fan,
They
you know.
make fun of themselves. They like
Yeah, and they're just very relevant as far as their reactions to what they're seeing. It's just like we react to, at home.
they all
so
know they're not good
that's part of it.
athletes, and they continue to like say that they are, and like will like try and compete, and then realize that they suck at it, and then will just laugh at themselves.
Yeah.
Like this week, they did a one of their guys does like a Barstool After Dark stream, and they did like they did 2 professional beach volleyball players took on. It first started out with 2, and then each round it climbed up, and then it was eventually like 2 professionals versus 25 Barstool people, and it's the 2 guys still just handed them like they were just fine. But also like at what point like does volleyball become harder for the team with more players?
Yeah, for sure. We're just getting in each other's way.
Yeah.
There's a perfect number, I would say.
You're all just standing still because the guy just keeps spiking it, but if you don't move, he's bound to hit one of you. So
And there's one moving everywhere because he's
Yeah.
a dip shit. He doesn't really have to move. He just crashed into people. Your
Yeah.
ankle's getting rolled up on. They're
Yeah.
injured. Why am I doing this? This is stupid. Well, these guys are just fucking serving it to each other and fucking spiking it in your face.
100 miles an hour at your face.
Yeah. It's like 100 guys versus a gorilla. You forget about how many dudes are going to give a gorilla rip a dude's arms off and beat him to death with it. How many dudes do you think are going to stick around and be like, why do I do this again? They didn't have to be prisoners for their freedom.
Yeah. Get the hell out of the way. I'm not getting hit by a fucking volleyball tonight.
Dudes are not, like, and standing there screaming while they're doing it.
Yeah.
Those are the Barstool things I like, is when they put those kind of who would win fights up.
Yeah.
Well, anything else before we do this outro?
Just some shout outs real quick. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff going on. I know Michael wants to start writing about the about Bama here and there, and also doing some reaction. So follow on social media to see if his demise maybe of the Bama, and see what happens there. So follow the socials. We're putting out blogs. We got some extra people that are writing some blogs here and there. Have fun with that. So read that. We're prepped for. I don't know if it'll be the first game of the year, but we'll start doing the assist live on assist for the Bears game stuff coming up here soon. I test streamed one tonight, Cubs game for half the Cubs game, which they just won, so check mark to that. It's all going. Just behind the scenes stuff is working really well. So just keep following us, keep pushing shares, likes, and follows. So yeah, just keep it coming.
Well, send Ryan nudes. I just kidding. Don't do that, actually. I'm sure.
Thanks, Michael. Michael. Thanks for
Jesus will not approve. Yeah. Thanks. Now I'm in custody back. All right. As usual, thank you to Julie Burheit and Lindsay O'Brien for giving us time. Because, Ryan in particular puts a ton of extra time in. Put in about 30, 40 seconds before I get on here and looking at my phone, seeing what Adam Schefter said. Other than that, my life's a mess. I don't. But yeah, I'll be doing better on that. No, yeah, I'm looking forward to the upcoming season, even if Alabama is a loser. I've been there before.
Yeah.
It just makes the wins so much sweeter. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, University of Louisiana Monroe. We're gonna have to take it out on you next week.
Yeah. So welcome to my life of college fandom.
I mean, honestly, that's how it's been for everybody. It wasn't. I mean, even Alabama fans. That if your window was any other team than the SEC for 2010 to 2020, you know what I mean? It was Georgia, Alabama, and then a couple Clemson and one LSU. Everything else was just those teams won a national championship.
Yeah.
You gotta know. I mean, the bad. We will be back next week. We'll be talking about the ramp up to actually playing some NFL football. Of course, they're making us wait an extra day, right? But hopefully that means some more reps, less injuries, more healthy players. And I want to start bringing some more trivia games and stuff back like we were doing.
Yeah,
so,
I think that'd be fun.
That stuff coming up.
Yeah, we need to get into an immaculate grid